Hello, welcome to the weekly highlights program on Azərbaycan Television with the major developments of the week. I am your host, İlham Məmmədov. Now, first, let's take a brief look at some of the top stories of this week. President İlham attended the opening of pharmaceutical production facility owned by Scandin's Pharmaceutical Industries Ltd. in the Hökməli settlement of the Abşeron district. Azerbaijan's flag has broken the size record for the second time. The dimensions of the national tricolor displayed at the state flag square have been newly measured and officially confirmed as a new record. President İlham attended the opening of pharmaceutical production facility owned by Scandin's Pharmaceutical Industries Ltd. in the Hökməli settlement of the Abşeron district. Minister of Economy Mikhail Japarov and Director General Kamran Hasanov briefed the head of state on the facility. Designed in accordance with international standards, the facility is equipped with advanced technologies and equipment from Germany, Switzerland and Italy. The enterprise will annually produce approximately 800 million tablets and capsules across various therapeutic areas, including antibiotics, diabetology, hepatology, cardiology, andrology, allergology, and gastroenterology. The products will supply the domestic market and are planned for export in the future. A total of 120 jobs have been created at the facility. The 74 million manat project was implemented through private investment. Was the investment promotion document issued by the Ministry of Economy, the company received 6.5 million manats in concessions for imported equipment. The launch of the facility marks a new stage in the development of Azerbaijan's pharmaceutical industry. All stages of medicine production, from raw materials to finished products, will be carried out locally. The new enterprise will contribute to strengthening the pharmaceutical sector, supporting local production and increasing Azerbaijan's export potential by manufacturing competitive products that meet domestic and international standards. The facility will also serve as a training base for professional personnel in the pharmaceutical field. Quadrilateral memorandum signed between Scandin's Pharmaceutical Industries Ltd., Azerbaijan Medical University, Hungary's University of Pécs, and the Pennon Pharma Company, short and long-term training and internship programs for pharmaceutical and non-pharmaceutical specialties will be implemented. Azerbaijan's flag has broken the size record for the second time. The dimensions of the national tricolor flag displayed at the state flag square have been newly measured and officially confirmed as a new record. According to measurements conducted by the Guinness World Records jury and international experts, the width of the Azerbaijani flag at the square is recorded at 40 meters and its length at 80 meters. It should be noted that in November 2024, those figures were confirmed at 36 and 72 meters, respectively.
I'm here to measure the largest flag flown. It is a current record, and the current record is 2,564.02 square metres. I've watched the measurement today, and they've achieved a new record of 3,235.79 metres squared, so it's fantastic. I think the precision, the quality of the flag just says so much about what people in Azerbaijan are able to do. So I'm very pleased for you to have a brand new record for the largest flag flown.
Baku hosted the D8 Media Forum titled Promoting Dialogue, Cooperation and Regional Solidarity with the participation of heads of media entities and leading media subjects of the D8 member states and other distinguished representatives and renowned experts in this field. President Ilham Aliyev addressed an appeal to the participants of the D8 Media Forum on the topic promoting dialogue, cooperation and regional solidarity. The appeal was read out by the head of the Foreign Policy Department of the Presidential Administration, Hikmet Ajiyev. The appeal states that since its membership to the D8 family, Azerbaijan puts efforts for its institutional development, and it is manifested not only in the economic area of collaboration, but also in the cultural, social and humanitarian fields. During almost 1 year period since Azerbaijan's acceptance into D8, the first meeting of D8 NGOs was organized in the city of Baku by our country's initiative, as it was the case with the D8 High-Level Climate and Urban Dialogue that took place within the D8 week. Azerbaijan will continue to give its further contribution to expand the collaboration within this institution, notes the appeal of the head of state. Noting the rise of disinformation, fake news, hybrid threats, deepfakes, AI misuse, and other manipulation cases in global information space, the head of states underlined that besides having a serious impact on the country's image and the internal life, these factors damage the international stability as a whole and undermine the confidence among countries. President Ilham Aliyev accentuated that this is why one of the primordial tasks of the D8 Media Forum is to form a credible collaboration between media institutions of member countries to build a just, impartial, non-biased and responsible information space. During this period, when communities are facing global crisis, new challenges and difficulties, it is extremely important to provide mutual support and showcase media solidarity between our countries, underlines the appeal of the head of state. Addressing the D8 Media Forum, Secretary General of the organization, Isiyak Abdulkadir Imam, stressed that the member states of the organization intend to continue cooperation not only in the economic field, but also in the field of media and communications, because it's very important for our region. It should be noted that about 150 guests, including 71 delegates from 8 countries in the secretariat of the organization, take part in the work of the forum. Restoration and reconstruction works continue in the territories liberated from the occupation. The coordination headquarters established with the decision of President Ilham Aliyev for the coordination of this activity systematically covers urban planning, infrastructure and social projects in the region. Large-scale projects implemented in Karabakh and Eastern Zangezur provide for the social and economic revival of the region.
Following the victory in the Great Patriot Accord of 2020, Azerbaijan commenced large-scale restoration and reconstruction works in Karabakh and Eastern Zangezur. For the coordination of these processes with the decision of President Ilham Aliyev, coordination headquarters was established, and over the last 5 years, this center developed a unified management system for urban planning, the mining, transport, energy, social and economic fields. The mining works were the main security milestone over this period. From 2020 to 2025, more than 240,000 hectares of land was cleared of mines, more than 227,000 mines and ammunition were defused. With this, the necessary security foundation was established for the restoration and resettlement. In line with the Great Return program, the resettlement is implemented in stages. For the time being, the relocation to 6 cities, 2 settlements and 22 villages took place. More than 62,000 people live in the territories liberated from the occupation. The education infrastructure is also expanding. Currently, about 3,700 pupils and more than 260 children study at the regional educational facilities. Overall, 500 teaching and technical staff is employed. Extensive restoration works also cover the healthcare field. The Shusha Treatment Healthcare Center commissioned in May of 2024 is one of the most significant projects in this domain. The center provides healthcare services to the residents of Shusha and surrounding cities and districts. In parallel, the construction of Cəbrayıl, Ağdam, and Füzuli districts' central hospitals continue. The master plan for urban planning has been approved and restoration of 87 residential centers is envisaged. The master plans of Shusha, Ağdam, Füzuli, and Cəbrayıl cities are now approved and are under implementation. The innovations taking places in the administrative division, especially the establishment of Ağdərə district, significantly contributed to the reintegration process. Dozens of projects are implemented in the industrial parks as part of economic revival. Extensive cultivation areas are restored and the tourism routes are expanded. Large projects have been implemented in the transport infrastructure. The construction of railways is proceeding at an accelerated pace. The construction of 42 out of 49 bridges has been completed. 3 bridges have already been commissioned. New roads and bridges spanning thousands of kilometers in length have been built. Airports have been commissioned. Qarabağ and Eastern Zəngəzur have been announced as green energy zone. Here, dozens of hydro and solar electric panels are utilized. Significant achievements were also recorded in the field of gasification. 6 gas transmission pipelines, 9 gas distribution stations, and 1 gas treatment facility were constructed. 8 cities, 20 villages, and 1 settlement were supplied with gas. In the field of telecommunications, GPO and internet, mobile communication, and media broadcasting have been restored and aligned with international standards. Thus, today, Qarabağ and Eastern Zəngəzur did not only embark on the new development stage of infrastructure, but also of the revived social life, healthcare, education, economy, transport, and energy systems. These large-scale reconstruction works showcase the power, the will, and the belief in the future of the modern Azerbaijan.
On November 19th, a ceremony was held at the unique Klinika medical facility to open new robotic rehabilitation and bone marrow transplantation centers. The centers meeting the modern requirements are aimed at the effective and high-quality treatment with the application of high technologies, in addition to making accessible specialized medical services. Vice President of the Heydər Əliyev Foundation, Leyla Əliyeva, and head of the Baku Media Center, Arzu Əliyeva, attended the ceremony. First, the guests were introduced to the new Robotic Rehabilitation Center. It was noted that the new center, located on an area of 3,600 square meters, is supplied with the cutting-edge and medical technologies. The center also provides both robotic and traditional rehabilitation services in several areas such as neurology, orthopedics, pediatrics, oncology, and etc. The world-class robotic system for locomotion and upper limb rehabilitation, 3D motion analysis, AI-based balance and coordination measurement technologies, personalized rehabilitation algorithms turned the center into one of the advanced medical facilities of the country. Then an introductory tour was held at the Bone Marrow Transplantation Center. Both autologous and allogenic bone marrow transplants will be carried out according to international protocols for patients suffering from diseases such as leukemia, thalassemia, aplastic anemia, lymphoma, and myeloma. The center will operate for both adults and children with a 22-bed department. The transplantation blocks are equipped with HEPA filtration airflow system that meets modern sterilization standards, full isolation, and a high-level infection control system. The operation of the center will significantly decrease the dependence on foreign medical services and will allow the delivery of treatment through local specialists. That was all for the week. Thank you for watching us and stay tuned not to miss the next edition of our program.
Təyyarədə gecikmə var. Biraz yubanacağım.
Siz AzTV xəbərə baxırsınız. İndi AzTV-nin mobil tətbiqi ilə ən son xəbərləri istənilən yerdə, istənilən an izləyə bilərsiniz.
Azərbaycan Radiosu 105 FM. yaşınlaya bahar qaytar, quşlar qayıtsın, qoy qatar qatar.
Hazırdır.
Deməli hələ baxmağa vaxtımız var.
Azərbaycan Qranprisi start verildi. Olsun da buradan 2 Williams'ı görürük. Davamı necə gələcək?
Təəssüf edirəm xanım, gecikmisiniz. Konsert artıq başlayıb.
Artıq AzTV-nin yeni mobil tətbiqi ilə bizi istədiyiniz yerdə canlı izləyə biləcəksiniz. AzTV, İdman TV, Mədəniyyət TV, Azərbaycan Radiosu və Beynəlxalq Radio. Hamısı bir tətbiqdə, bir toxunuş uzaqlığında. Bunun üçün mobil cihazlarınızda Android üçün Play Market, iOS üçün App Store-dan AzTV mobil tətbiqini yükləyin.